Hey, beautiful soul. So this one is about life as a walk-in. I've mentioned it a few times. And what is a walk-in? A walk-in is, as I understand it, a soul that gives up its original soul contract and another soul jumps in the body. I didn't realise I was a soul walk-in. I knew that something different had happened in me or whatever, but I didn't know I was a soul walk-in, I think, until probably January or February 2020, when something Laurie Ladd said, and I for those of you who know me, I follow Laurie Ladd, and she did a video all about walking, and then I started listening to Dolores Cannon and walking and all sorts. And anyways, so what's my experience like? So just listen up, and I wonder if you know anyone else who is a walk-in or has had a very similar experience to me. So all of you know that, or most of you know, okay, that I had a pretty bad childhood, okay? Did me, the soul, have that childhood? No, not this soul, me, the person talking to you now. However, I came here to help heal all that emotion, all that trauma, and all the shadow stuff around the heart. The previous soul, I don't know where that's gone, by the way, but the previous soul that lived in this body wasn't a very nice person. Was quite narcissistic, if I'm honest, and very, very troubled, had massive addiction problems and stuff. And whilst that isn't my soul incarnate who went through that experience, I'm able to view and feel the experience that soul would have had. And how does that happen for me? I get what they call downloads. Now, if any of you have seen the film The Matrix and you've seen Neo, if you look back at it and you see that he all of a sudden can fly a helicopter, he can all of a sudden do taekwondo or whatever because he gets a flash and he gets a download, that's what happens to me. So if I want to go back to what happened to me, or this vessel, because the thing is, the vessel remembers the story, not so much that of the soul. So when I look back at my childhood and everything that this body would have experienced, I can feel all that pain and I can feel all that emotion and I can feel every single part and every single bit of that journey, and I watch it as a third person. And when I look back at all those points of my life, it's just like watching a video. That's what it's like. So you see back, I asked to see version of me at 7. I'll be able to see the clips and the stuff in the memory bank that's available to me to have a look at there. So why did I choose to come in right now? I'm still trying to figure that bit out, if I'm honest. However, I've seen so much stuff about walking lately that I thought, I'd make this video. So just here, okay, just up there, okay, there's a couple of pictures of me, or the soul that would have been before. So just have a look and have a look at my eyes and how they are now in this video. And then have a look at the photos just here. And then, can you see a difference? Because it wasn't until I started looking through Google Photos, because like for me, I have no actual memory of my life since before I met my twin. And I met my twin back on the 2nd of May 2019. And I remember looking back at the whole booking process. This is going back a long time ago. And I was like, I don't remember booking that person in. I don't remember anything before I met her, nothing. The only stuff I remember is what I'm being shown if I get a download. And that's when I started really questioning things. So everything since the 2nd of May 2019, I'm able to feel, I'm able to understand, and I'm able to go, yeah, okay, cool, me, this soul experienced it. There have been many versions of my soul here. I'll make you another video on quantum jumping, because I quantum jumped 5 times last year. Okay, and that is where I wake up and I remember absolutely nothing. However, I get a very fast download and I get brought up to speed. That's a different story completely. But this video is about being a walk-in. And as I understand it, and the only thing I sort of know, if I'm really honest, is the 1st of May 2019, the soul that was in the vessel mine before I got here was probably about to take their lives, was smoking again, was drinking horrendously, and was a pretty was an okay medium, but not very good, if I'm really honest. If you want to go back to the previous page, Kel Trance Medium, that still exists on Facebook, and that's who that soul was. Go and take a look, you know, have a look at some of the videos on there, you know, and who was that soul? Because it's not me, it's not the person talking to you today, because a lady called Julie shares, you know, videos of me back in, apparently who I was back in February, you know, 2019. I honestly have no recollection of ever making that video, ever. But apparently my body did. How else do I know I'm a walk-in? So when it came to seeing my parents for the very first time, as me, this soul, I had no idea who those people were whatsoever. I got downloads, I tried to research on them, I had a look on Facebook, I had no idea who those people who were meant to be my parents are. And when I met them, I remember thinking, I have no idea who you are, please don't ask me any questions, because everything is a slight delay before I find out. And anyway, I remember being back with my parents, I think this is back in 2020, because obviously I don't have anything to do with them at all whatsoever now, for whatever reason. And I remember thinking, oh, I've never ever seen you before, I just don't, I haven't got a clue whatsoever. So anyway, I remember kind of like, I think my mum, she sort of was just intimated towards, you know, I don't know who you are, and she just kept looking at me, and my stepdad kept looking at me, and my brother, I'd never have a clue who he was either, I had absolutely no idea whatsoever. So yeah, it was very, very weird, and I felt like I had to get out of there, and I've never seen them since that one occasion that I met them back in, I think it was August 2020. After that, kind of like communication pretty much stopped. And, you know, for want of a better word, you know, they're doing their journey, but they're not part of my life. So another question, you know, that I've sort of, I'm sure many of you are wondering is, you know, so where does that soul go? I honestly have no idea where the soul who was in my body before I got here goes. I've no idea on that at all. If any of you know, then brilliant, okay? But from my experience, it's because of such a tragic way that soul before me was living, that it was really extreme, that's why I'm here. And as I often joke and laugh about with other people that I know, by the way, I knew quite a few walk-ins, there are loads of us here at this time, okay, and other people, you know, they've had car accidents or near-death experiences. Somebody that I used to date, I know, is definitely a walk-in now, because they have no recollection of carrying that baby or carrying that child, and they just don't feel that child is theirs. Yet apparently they did carry the baby for 9 months, but it was because you know, she pretty much died on the hospital table, and was dead for a period of, you know, just a couple of seconds or whatever, that's when the switch out would have been taken. And all I can say, and all I know, is that I remember having a nap. I think it was about kind of 11 a.m. I woke up on the 2nd of May, and then I met my twin. I think it was either 12 or 1 o'clock, something like that. When I first got here, this soul, my dog Archie, had no clue who I was, and all he did was bark at me. He barked and barked and barked at me, and I didn't know how to drive or do anything at all. But don't panic, it all comes back to you and whatever. But yeah, that's my experience as a soul walking. So I know that I have incredible and amazing gifts, and I guess the soul that was here before, they were okay as a medium, but I pretty much rock as a medium, and I believe that I came here to not help save the planet, because that's the wrong thing, but I'm here for the awakening. I'm here to help you beautiful souls heal yourself, because I guess I'm quite an advanced soul. That's not egotistical, okay, but you know, I have unlocked many gifts and abilities inside of myself, you know, the ability to move stuff, you know, my telepathy is absolutely amazing, you know, and I guess that's just because, you know, I'm back at soul level. So I would say my purpose of being here would be, honestly, to help you guys heal, because that's what I did. I came here as a soul on the 2nd of May 2019, and you know, thanks to meeting my twin, she gave me the jolt and she gave me the spark, which gave me my spiritual awakening. You know, so anyway, that's kind of enough, I think, really. If you've got any questions about being a walk-in, then just ask me, do you know anybody who's like me? Because I can tell you, I know nothing of the life that this body had before May 2019. I have no idea whatsoever. Where that soul is, I don't know. However, yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure you know other people and maybe, just maybe, you know, send this video to somebody, because this was me before, and this is who you see today. So anyway, my name's Kafki. I believe I'm a walk-in. Do you think I am? I don't know, because I really can't remember anything before I met my twin. Weird, huh? Anyway, have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching my video. Any comments or whatever below, I will always reply to. Any questions, get in touch with me via DM. And just thanks for taking this time to watch this. All right, you take care. Cheers.